I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Mexico City Diablos. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And now he'll tuck it and run.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
X3, 218, chop it.
Check the backer. He's checking.
Look at me. Door.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
3. Go. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
One.
Set. Slam.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, McSorley. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Push him back. Push him back. Kill.
Go.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Dante Pettis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make the score 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the 36, Mariota. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Take four.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Mariota gives to Henry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready? Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Check 13. Check 13. Check safety. Check safety. One.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
57. Mike, 57. Charlie.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Hey, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, wahoo! Check. Go.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 98 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Off of play action, it's McSorley. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, it's McSorley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm gonna run you over. I'm gonna run you over. Where are they, team? 61. Matchbox, light. One.
From the gun, Mariota. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing, Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here's Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on second and long. Mariota, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Slam.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. There he goes left side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Five.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Let him know.
Shoot.
From the 27, McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's letting this one go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
General, flash.
Now Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Watch 54.
Again, it's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And the score will stay right where it is. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
On 1st and 10, Barry escape, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Mexico City, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, 55.
2nd and 13. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! Dante Pettis, 30 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. One.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Mariota now. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Quentin Williams in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check 99.
Yes.
Kill.
Spam, hit it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Ready? 18, Gators. 61, matchbox lights.
I'm coming for a second.
Hey, Sam off.
Kill.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, team 6.
Off the play fake. Barry. Herndon's got it complete. Touchdown! Chris Herndon. his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling it.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 39, Mariota. And Walker has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Where are they, team?
Third and short yardage. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's going to be a long day. Shit. 22 jet bomber, 22.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And Walker with it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Mariota. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On 2nd and 10, Mariota. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,